Hey, how's it going? Kenny here, and welcome back to Non-League the Giants and the final episode of the season. Where first of all, we've got the Europa League Final against Wolfsburg. After that, we have our final two league games of the season at home to Newcastle and at home to Chelsea, where unfortunately the title race is over. Man United have won the title, although we are still battling out to finish second in the league above Man City. 4 points of our final two league games, and we will finish in second place. But I think it's safe to say that the biggest game of the episode, biggest game of the season now as well, is this first one, the Europa League Final against Wolfsburg. So we've actually only played one game since that last episode there, where we got through Marseille in the semi-final of the Europa League, but lost to Man City 1-0 in the league, which pretty much ended our chances of winning the title this season, which was quite disappointing. Played Aston Villa away from home, beat them 1-0. To be honest, it was in vain because already before the start of the game, Man United had beaten Chelsea away from home, and that secured them the title. So I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. I wasn't expecting Man United to beat Liverpool at home and Chelsea away from home. So fair dues to them. They've done that, and unfortunately for us, there is no league title for us this season. But it could still be a sensational season because we've won the Carabao Cup against Man City, and now we have a chance to win the Europa League Final as well against Wolfsburg. Before we get started with the Europa League Final, guys, we've had our annual youth intake this season again. Unfortunately for us, though, it has been pretty disastrous. As you can see here, the best player to come through is potentially to be 3 stars, which is, clearly nowhere near good enough. So let's get that out of the way. The youth intake, not so good this season. Let's get to the Europa League Final against Wolfsburg. Can we lift our second piece of silverware this season? Well, let's find out. And in terms of the team sheet for this final, we've got Lopez in goal, Booth right back, and Aquia left back. Fafali and Eladrissi centre backs. Then we've got Maka, Iliev, and Gula in midfield. Bruno on the right wing, Edson on the left wing, and Koric up front. So I did put out a strong 11 against Aston Villa away from home, which may seem to be a little bit foolish now because we've got a little bit of a tired squad. Although I still thought it was an important game for us away to Villa. Get some confidence back in the team, and also we want to still finish in second place. So I did put out a strong team there. It's not a disaster though. Got a couple of players who are a bit tired, such as Eladrissi, Edson and Koric. But all in all, the players are mainly fresh, so that's all right. But in terms of players injured for this Europa League final, unfortunately Acosta has been ruled out of the final here. He's out between 6 weeks to 9 weeks of a hip injury, which he picked up in training. So he's got a serious injury there. He is not going to feature again this season. So that's a big loss, it has to be said. Good news though, we've got Gula there coming into the attacking midfield position, who's a world-class player. So not too disheartening. Obviously, if there's another player in a certain other position, it could be worse for us. But still, it would be nice to have Acosta for this game. Of course, Moreno is still injured as well with his broken foot. He's out for another 2 to 4 weeks. So these two are going to miss the rest of the season, unfortunately. But other than that, the team is looking very, very good. Iliev's on some great run of form, by the way. He's got a 7.5 in the last 5 games and a 7.2 for the season. He's been definitely under the radar this season. Been a great player for us. But anyway, Wolfsburg in the Europa League final. I think they're sitting 11th in the Bundesliga this season. We're currently sitting 3rd in the Premier League. So surely we have to be favourites for this game, and hopefully, come end of the whistle, we'll have lifted our second piece of silverware in this season. Alright then, here we go. Wolfsburg in the final. Well, I think their best player is actually a striker, Sloggett. He scored 19 goals this season, only 22 starts though, but 42 in all appearances, so not that great of a record. He scored 2 goals against West Ham in the semi-final. They knocked out them, but it has to be said, I think we're pretty much a much bigger team than West Ham these days, in terms of our calibre at least. So I'm hoping for a win here. The Europa League final, got knocked out in the quarter-final the last 2 seasons, got all the way to the final now. This could be the last ever time we're playing in the Europa League as well, so I'd really love us to go out and win this trophy. It'd be massive for us, it really would be. Champions League football is guaranteed next season, no matter what we do here, but of course, this is all about the trophy, and a European piece of silverware would be very nice. And Koric is through on goal here, just 6 minutes into the game, and we've taken an early lead here. His 41st goal of the season, Koric. I've just offered him a new contract. He's asking for big money, but I think he's worth it, to be honest, and he'll be looking to, I think, over double his wages at the club. And just 6 minutes in here, more importantly, Edson with the assist and Koric with the goal. Couldn't believe his luck there. Both the centre-backs sleeping, and we're 1-0 up early on. 2 minutes later, we've got a corner here. Gula to take it. It's cleared, but only as far as Iliev. In the semi-final, we couldn't see any Portsmouth fans with all the sea of white of the Marseille fans, but this time round, we see them everywhere. And Corridge is in again, but he hits over the bar this time, unfortunately. Yeah, look at the Portsmouth fans. They're everywhere. Where are the Wolfsburg fans? Nowhere to be seen. Well, a lovely start to the game, especially the front four there. 3 of them with a green rating already. And we're leading the game 1-0, of course. Oh, my word. Booth with nice covering there. And suddenly we're on the attack here. It's Edson again. Got 2 players chasing after him. Kept the ball very nicely here. He passed it to Gula. Now it's Iliev. Bruno got me. Oh my word, what's happened? Oh no. Thought that'd be a goal there. We're still on the highlight though. Here's Gula. Back to Maka. Don't shoot, whatever you do. He can't shoot. Well, don't give the ball away either. I'd rather you shoot than give the ball away. Anyway, get it back again. Long highlight this one. Here's Iliev. Out to Bruno. Here's Gula. Back to Bruno. Corridge. Oh my word. Wow, great reflexes from the keeper there. Corridge didn't catch it cleanly. It came off the defender, but the goalkeeper showed great reflexes, has to be said. Got a corner out of it though. Gula to take it. Unfortunately, it's cleared, but back to Gula again. He puts it back in the box, but it's cleared by Bella Kotchap. I'm pretty sure plays for Southampton these days. At least he did last season. Ooh, there's Malero. Who does he play for? He plays for Las Palmas, is it? It's one of the Spanish B teams or something. He's got quite a big potential, apparently, Malero. Can't remember who he plays for, though. He is Spanish. But anyway, still 1-0 in the game, 31 minutes on the clock. Not really much has happened since that goal, to be honest. Obviously, we had that big chance with Corridge as well, but the keeper saved it in the end. But other than that, not seen much. But it's only 32 minutes in. Let's not be too nervy here. We're leading the game after all. Can we get a second goal, though? Here's Andaquia with the ball. Passes to Edson. Looking for Corridge again, but Bella Kotchap is there to intercept. Still got it though. And Bruno's got the ball. Oh my word. Oh my word. Almost a fantastic goal from Bruno. One thing I noticed about Bruno as well is he's scored in a lot of the big games this season in the Cups. He scored 2 winners against Liverpool. We won 2-0 at home. He also scored the winner against Man City when 1-0 in the Carabao Cup final. So he's a big game player, Bruno. So let's see if he'll pop up in this game as well. Still only 1-0 in the game. And now he'll slog it through on goal. Oh my word, it should be 1-1. Slog it has hit the post there. I'm pretty sure he's an Irish striker, Slog it. Still on the highlight here is Edson with the ball to Andaquia. Wow, we dodged a bullet there. See, Wolfsburg definitely have something about them, so we should be complacent here. Here's Andaquia. Crosses it in. Tries to find Bruno, but still got it though. Here's Booth again. What an end-to-end game this is. Booth! Get in there. First goal of the season for Andy Booth. And what a time to get it. What a time to get it. I was not expecting that. But Booth, our right back, has blasted it in the back of the net. His first goal of the season has come in the Europa League Final. And now we're 2-0 up in the game. Lovely strike from Booth this. I think the keeper got a hand to it, but it was just too powerful. And look at that. 2-0 up in the game. It hasn't been a dominant performance by us, but we've got 2 goals and Wolfsburg have none. Wow. One hand on the trophy, it seems. Although it's nowhere near close to being over yet. Can we get a 3rd goal before half-time, though? Oh my word, what's happened there? Corridge has scored. Is it offside? Oh, it's offside. Yeah, I was going to say that's just way too easy. Way too easy. Well, he's not far offside, though, is he? He's not far offside. Anyway, despite getting that disallowed goal there, we're 2-0 up at half-time. One of our hands are on the trophy, but we can't celebrate yet, that is for sure. Need to still see more from the team. If it goes 2-1 in the game, we can start to panic a bit. But if it goes 3-0, then that could be game over. And here we are, first highlight of the second half. Wolfsburg goal kick. With Fafali wins the header there. It was a tough decision who to pick between Fafali and Adelson for the final here. I decided to go with experience with Fafali. And there is Wolfsburg's first goal, by the way. Luca Dunn with the goal. That is why you can't celebrate too early. Because look at that, only 5 minutes into the second half and they got a goal back. And now it looks like a completely different game, doesn't it? Okay. Still winning the game, of course, but that is not a great start to the second half, is it? Not a great start at all. Well, it's been very quiet in the second half so far. Only that one highlight to talk of, where Wolfsburg scored, of course. Players are playing pretty well, though, it has to be said. They're playing pretty well. Fafali is nervous, though. So you know what? I'm taking Fafali off, and I'm bringing a Daleson on for him. He's the one who's only one who's nervous. He's got 6.7 as well. Don't need any nervous players on the pitch in the Europa League final, do you? Bruno on a yellow card as well. Do we take Bruno off? I think we do, actually. We take Bruno off and we bring on Rocha for him. Bruno on a yellow card. If he didn't have a yellow card, I wouldn't take him off. But on the yellow card there, I'll take him off. Well, it's quite an even game, really, isn't it? And although it started off quite end-to-end, it's gone very quiet since then. Well, Iliev is nervous as well, and also he's not playing the best today, so I think we'll take him off as well. And although Kone is nervous as well, I'll bring Kone on for him. He's an experienced player, he should be alright. 15 minutes to go. We have been the better team in the game. We're winning the game 2-1, but they only need one more goal when it goes to extra time, don't they? Very quiet second half this. Wolfsburg have a deep free kick chance now. It's cleared though. But Malera gets it back. Oh my word. Well done, Booth. Well done. Now here's Rocha. Cole, get the third goal. Kill him off. Coric. Poor touch, mate. Poor touch. That's terrible. Oh no. Oh no. Oh dear, dear, dear. He's not offside, is he? Wow. We're 2-0 up in the final. We've blown a 2-goal lead here in the Europa League Final. He's not offside. Wow. Well, this will be absolutely disastrous. I don't know how to cope if we lose this game, to be honest. This will be absolutely disastrous. 5 minutes added time. We're going to extra time, unfortunately. We're 2-0 up in the game, but we haven't been fully convincing in today's game. But let's be honest, with the match stats here, we should have got the job done. And if we don't get the job done in half an hour now, we'll be going to penalties. So, yeah. Oh dear. Oh dear indeed. We can still make... Well, I think we can make 3 more changes, actually. And Aquia is absolutely shattered, so I think we'll take him off and bring Chino on. Who else is shattered here? Edson is shattered as well. What's his penalties like? 13 penalty taken. Can't really be Guiri on in such a game, can we? I think I put bringing Andre on for Edson, to be honest, but Andre only has 5 penalty taken. Yeah, Edson is shattered, but I'm going to leave him on because Andre has 5 penalty taken. Edson is one of our leading penalty takers, so we've got to start planning for that a little bit, haven't we? But yeah, I'm not very happy about this. I'm not very happy at all. 2-0 up in the game. We've still got half an hour to actually win the game, though. Can we do it? Or will we actually lose the game? Kone with good cover in there, but he's only given the ball away to Limbombe. Now here's Bruckner. Surely not. Surely we're not going to lose this game. Oh, I'll be absolutely devastated. I won't know how to cope, really. I won't know how to cope. 20 minutes to go. Here's Maka, back to Rocha. Edson, he shoots, it's blocked. They've got all the bodies on the line there at Wolfsburg. Oh, come on. I'm scared to go even more positive in the game and go attacking because they might hit us on the counter-attack. But what is happening here? Honestly, boys. 13 minutes to go, back in the highlight. Now here's Maka to Coric. Don't know who he's looking for there. To be honest, terrible pass from Coric. Well, I do know who he's looking for. He's looking for one of them two, but he just misplaced his pass terribly. This will be the king of all the devastations if we lose this game. Rocha does well there to win the ball back. Now here's Kone. Seems like it's been a long time since we saw a highlight for us, to be honest. Here's Kone with the ball, though. He passes all the way back to El Idrissi for some reason. Still got possession, though. Now here's Maka. What are you doing, Maka? What are you doing? My word. Wake up. Here's Chino. Crosses it in. It's taking the deflection. What is the keeper doing? What has the keeper done? Oh my word. What has the keeper just done? Wow. Wow, he is a Portsmouth spy. He is a spy for Portsmouth. What has he done there? What on earth has just happened? The keeper has just ignored the ball. Watch this. Oh. What on earth is going on? I have absolutely no idea what is going on there. But all I know is that I'm going back to balance now. I'm going to try and hold on to this lead. Is that the luck we are getting in the Europa League Final? I do not care if it is. Happy days. Well, I've made my final change of the game. Gonzalez is on for Arda Güler. I've also gone back to a back 5 as well. Gone back to balance. Started time wasting a little bit. There's only 11 minutes to go. Can we hold on to this here? The goalkeeper has given us an absolute gift there, has to be said. But overall, we haven't been the better team in the game. Can't complain. We do win the Europa League here. And only a couple minutes to go. I think it's time to go very defensive now. Alright, here we go. We're just 2 minutes away from lifting the Europa League title. Our first ever European trophy as well, I believe. And I've gone defensive now. 5 centre-backs, 2 DMs in there as well. No more highlights. And we've won the trophy. Get in. Get in there. There we have us again. I thought we blew it. 2-0 up in the game. And we ended up drawing it 2-2 in the end. And then we obviously got the goal in extra time to win it 3-2. Calamitous from the goalkeeper, but we need a little bit of luck there. Oh my word, what's going on with this video quality there? What's going on with those fans? That was absolutely terrible. That was like 80p or something. Absolutely shocking. Oh my word. Might have to fix that, to be honest. But anyway, look at the players here dancing about. It's a very debatable dance, it has to be said. They, yeah. It's not the best celebrations in the world, but they're very happy. And I'm sure they'll celebrate even more tonight. We have lifted 2 trophies this season. Yes, we messed up the league title a little bit, it has to be said. Man United pipped us in the end. But we've ended the season with the Europa League and the Carabao Cup. So that is absolutely fantastic. And of course, we're still chasing down a second place finish as well. That is not over. We've got 2 games left to go in the season to hopefully see us finish second in the league. The next one of those is coming up now at home to Newcastle. Well, what a lovely win that was in the end. I was absolutely bricking it inside after they scored that second goal. But in the end, all that matters is, all that everyone will remember will be, we won the Europa League Final and we have won our first European trophy as well, which is, yeah, absolutely amazing. We've ended the season with the Carabao Cup and the Europa League trophy as well. But as I said, we're still chasing down a second place finish. We get 4 points in our final 2 games here, then we will secure a second place finish, unless Man City somehow beat Nottingham Forest 9-0 or something away from home, which is not going to happen. Also, bizarrely, this is our penultimate game of the season, whilst everyone else's, apart from Chelsea's, final game of the season. Because of the stupid way they done the fixture rearrangements, for some reason, we end the season on Tuesday, the 23rd of May, just 2 days after this one as well. They could have at least put it on the Wednesday or Thursday, couldn't they? Like, not like it's going to matter too much if we've already got to play one more game. Why not give us more than a 2-day rest? Or even a 1-day rest. So, yeah, very, very bizarre. If we start off with a win here at home to Newcastle, though, we'll know only a point against Chelsea will guarantee second place. Depending on what Man City do. If Man City lose to Forest and we draw against Newcastle, then we've already finished in second place. So, we shall see what happens. Anyway, some good news on the contract fronts. Lots of players' contract expires in 2 years' time, so I thought I'd jump ahead at this point. And a few players have got a new contract. Coric, he just got a new contract. He's actually now the highest earner at the club, 130k a week. So it's steadily getting more and more players going over the 100k a week mark. It seems like I can't keep them below that now. Obviously, us growing, the players are growing as well. El Idrissi's just signed a new contract as well. He's on 115k a week now, so not a big jump from him. Only from 105 to 115k a week. He's got a new contract as well. Also, Nesta Rocha, I've tied him down as well to another 5-year contract. Although he's not one of my first team regulars now, I do still see him as a key squad player for us, to be honest. Obviously, he needs squad depth in the forward options. And the fact that he can play every single position now, then that is absolutely fantastic. So he's tied down for another 5 years as well. And also Manu Kone, got another year on Manu Kone's contract now as well. He's got a 2-year contract now, and he's also taking a pay cut from 110k a week to 92k a week, so that is very nice. Got a couple of other players whose contract expires in 2 years' time. Well, Guiri's out of contract end of the season, he'll be leaving us. Kieran Paul's out of contract end of next season, so obviously it's not really a necessity to get Paul tied down, but I'll probably offer him a new contract at some point for another year, we shall see. But then in terms of players whose contract expires after 2 seasons, got some big decisions to make, to be honest. Got some big players here. You take Kone out of the situation because he just signed a new contract. Bazunu is only backup goalkeeper, so not too important. Gonzalez, I'm thinking about offloading him, to be honest, finally. He's wanted by AC Milan. He's got some decent value about him as well. And he's not that good anymore, to be honest. When he looked this good at 20 years of age, you know, he had some great potential. But the fact that he hasn't really developed at all, then, yeah, he's not that amazing anymore, and I'd like to move him on. So he's one I'd like to move on. Vafali as well. I'm not entirely convinced about Vafali as of yet. The only problem with him is, though, he's homegrown player at the club, so I want to keep him around for that in that regard. Same with Booth as well. Booth wants way too much wages, though, and need to get those down. Vafali, I haven't really gone to the talks with him as well. Same with Andaquia and Moreno. These 4 here are all homegrown players, so although I'm not really fully convinced of any of them, I think they're all good players and useful squad players for sure. But the fact that they all want to be important players has put me off a little bit. But then also, they're all homegrown players at the club. So that is a conundrum for us. Andre as well. only a squad player at the club. Decent backup option, it has to be said. Probably look to try and tie him down at some point. De Jong, because Booth is homegrown at the club, and Booth is still developing as well. And he's actually looking better than De Jong now, to be honest. So Booth is the right back I'd like to stick with more than De Jong. So De Jong, depending on if I can find another right back to replace him, a better right back, I might look to move him on as well. So I'm not yet to offer a new contract for that reason. Edson, he doesn't want to sign a new contract right now, which is a little bit of a problem, has to be said. He's a wanted man as well. Wanted by Sheffield United, Bayer Leverkusen, Bayern Munich, Hertha Berlin and Leipzig. So the Bundesliga teams are all after Edson. And Chino as well, if buys in 2 seasons, I'll probably look to offer him a new contract soon as well. So a lot of players with their contract expiring in 2 seasons' time. So might see some movement in the transfers next season. We shall see. But anyway, let's get to this penultimate game of the season at home to Newcastle. In terms of the team sheet, a few changes from the last game there. De Jong comes in at right back for Booth. Adelson comes in at centre back for El Idrissi. Chino comes in at left back for Andaquia. Kone comes in for Maka, who's suspended for this game, unfortunately. Andre comes in for... Andre effectively comes in for Edson, I believe. And Gula moves to the right-hand side. And Bruno moves up front, and Rocha effectively comes in for Koric, who are both on the bench for today's game. Maka is suspended. Other than that, it's only the other injured players who are missing for today's game. So Newcastle at home. Can we win this game? Let's find out. Before we get started with this game, guys, please remember that if you do like this video, hit that like button for me. If you're still watching at this point, then surely you must like the video. So do me a favour and hit the like button for me. And also, if you're new around here, do hit that subscribe button as well. It'd really help me out, and it's much appreciated. So let's get going then at home to Newcastle. Obviously, it'd still be nice if we was competing for the league title at this point. I was expecting us to be honest, but obviously didn't have some great results towards the end. Losing away to Man U, losing away to Man City as well. That really did cost us. And Man U on great run of form. So we're only chasing down the second place finish now. But if you told me at the start of the season, you finish second in the Premier League, you win the Carabao Cup, and you win the Europa League, I'll be ecstatic. So hopefully, we can still finish second in the league. Although, let's be honest, it doesn't matter too much between second and third. Either way, it's going to be our highest finish in the Premier League. But I'd like to finish second in the league, of course. Can we do it, though? We beat Newcastle and Chelsea, both at the start of the season away from home. So there's no reason to think we can't win both these games. Newcastle 8th in the league. We're currently sitting 3rd. Chelsea is sitting 6th in the league. So we should be favourites of both of these games, really. Although we're starting off this game not great, to be honest. 25 minutes in, it's been a terrible game so far. Yet to see anything from us. De Jong with a very bizarre chest down there, but somehow he's got the ball still. No idea how. Anyway, here's Adelson to Iliev. Adelson still developing very nicely, very, very nicely. He looks like a future star centre-back for us, or star left-back. Still yet to decide about him, to be honest. Anyway, here's Rocha with the ball. Just signed a new contract. Now here's Chino to Kone. I think Chino signed... No, did he sign it? I don't know. I think I offered Chino a new contract already. Maybe I'm wrong. No idea. Either way, I'll be offering Chino a new contract if I haven't already. Tarati kicks it long, but Adelson's there to mop up. He kicks it forward. Now here's Kone with the ball to Rocha. Looking for Bruno. Bruno's through. Oh my word, what a goal. It's gone to VAR, I believe, but that was one hell of a goal from Bruno. What a take from him there. Kneed it down and volleyed it in the back of the net. I hope it's given here. It deserves to be given. It is given. It's our first goal in the game. Rocha with the assist and Bruno with a beautiful goal there. Lovely ball forward from Rocha, but Bruno didn't quite knee it down, but he controlled it with his foot and volleyed it into the back of the net. What a season that bloke's had. Absolutely ridiculous. Also, the board have set our initial budgets already for the season. We've got about 65 million to spend after I adjusted it, and about 200k left in the wage budget. So, hopefully, have enough to get a couple of players in mind. I will discuss that at the end of the video as well, what players I'm looking at and what the plans are for next season. But at the moment, it's all about trying to get second in the league. We're 1-0 up in this game. There's Guevara, our former player, plays for Newcastle these days, of course. Sold him there at the start of the season with 70 million. Still a Portsmouth legend though, Guevara. Okay, that was nice, wasn't it? It's going to VAR, but I have no idea what they're looking at here. No idea what they're looking at here. Just a defensive calamity there. Absolutely shot. Who was that? Was that Fafali? Was that Fafali? What happened there? There was no danger at all. Let's have a look. Yeah, what on earth is Fafali doing there? What on earth is he thinking there? What is De Jong meant to do with you heading the ball there to him? Well, he wasn't even heading it. He's like necked the ball to him. Shocking from Fafali. That's what I mean when I say I don't fully trust him, to be honest. Apparently he's meant to be this great player, Fafali, but I've never seen it. I have never seen it. If he wasn't homegrown at the club, he'd be gone already, to be honest. He'd be gone already. He was our record transfer at one point for Fally, 25 million. Wow, times have changed. Times have changed. Anyway, straight in the second half, on the high, Rocher's through and goal. How did he miss? What a miss. What a miss that was. Oh my word. Well, Man City are beating Nottingham Forest 1-0 as well at the moment, but if we draw this game, then we're still in for the race for second place, because if we beat Chelsea, we'll finish second still, due to our goal difference. But at the moment, we're losing the game, because Ilai Mariba just scored against us from about 30 yards out. Wow. Okay. Iliev is injured, so we'll take him off. Bring Gonzalez on for Iliev, and Gula can come off. We'll bring on Koric for him. Put Koric up front, Bruno on the right. And also, Andre can come off. And we'll bring Edson on for him as well. And we'll put Rocher in there as attack midfielder on support. Also, you know what? Going to put high defensive line in there as well. Can't believe we're losing this game now, to be honest. Absolutely shocking. I don't want us to lose the game. Let's at least give ourselves a chance going into the Chelsea game for second place. That'd be very nice, wouldn't it? The fact that we might even finish third in the league is disgraceful, to be honest. We should at least get second in the league. 20 minutes to go. I think it's time to go attacking now. Final change as well. And Aquia on for Chino. Also, let's go to a 4-2-4 as well. Let's put Bruno up front with Koric. Alright, 18 minutes to go. Shocking. Let's at least salvage a draw, as I said. Nottingham Forest are drawing with Man City now, so even if we lost this game, we beat Chelsea at the moment, we'll still finish second in the league, but this ain't good enough, is it? Shocking. What on earth are you doing here? Come on, boys. Get a grip. I know it's like 3 days since like the biggest final of your careers to date, but this is still a big game for us. Yeah, the season's basically over, but we want to finish as high as we can in the league and finish with confidence as well. Chance to counter here, though, is Edson with the ball. Koric, get onside, pal. What are you doing? He's offside. He's offside. He's offside, isn't he? He is. Is he not? Okay, I have no idea what I'm talking about. He's not offside. Edson with the assist, Koric with the goal, and it's 2-2 in the game. Koric, I was sure he was offside there. I was 100% sure he was offside. He was then. It looks like he was playing him onside. Is that Guevara? It looks like Guevara. Yes, Guevara. Well done, Guevara. Good lad. Anyway, don't need to go very attacking anymore, do we? Do not need to go very attacking anymore. 5 minutes to go. Gone back to positive. Now Newcastle have got a free kick opportunity here. Goes wide on the mark, though. Couple minutes to go. A draw here keeps us in the race for second place. Man City are winning now 2-1. Doesn't affect the outcome at the moment, though. Yeah, not a great result, 2-2. But at least we're still in the race for second place. And that means that we do beat Chelsea at home. Then we do finish in second place due to our goal difference. But yeah, not happy with that. Not happy with that. Should have been a win for us, that. Not happy at all. But anyway, let's move on. Yeah, so as you can see, after drawing at home to Newcastle there, Man City won 2-1 in the end. We're 3 points behind them. But of course, if we beat Chelsea, we will leapfrog them due to our goal difference. Man United as well drew at home to Fulham on the final game of the season. But would that have happened if we were still in the title race? Probably not. But still got a chance to finish second in the league. And of course, I'd rather finish second in the league than down in third place. Also, the good news is we've finished very, very far away than the team finishing in 5th place, Arsenal, there at 66 points. We're 14 points clear of them at the moment, so that bodes well for the future as well. But anyway, just 2 days later, we will play our final game of the season, where we're still seeking a second place finish at home to Chelsea. Okay, here we are. Every other team in the league are already on their holidays, but us and Chelsea have one more game to play. And although it seems like a pointless game, actually it's not. To be honest, we're chasing down a second place finish, of course. But Chelsea, it's even more important game for them. Because you look at that, if they win this game today, currently they're sitting 7th in the league. They will finish 4th and overtake Liverpool. I'm pretty sure the top 5 these days get Champions League football. So Liverpool will still qualify for the Champions League. But Arsenal will miss out. So a massive game for Chelsea, but also a massive game for us. We want to finish second in the league and pip Man City to that second place at least and finish off with a little bit of a high here come end of the season. So let's get started then. Chelsea at home, final league game of the season. Well, only 2 days since we faced Newcastle, so as you can imagine, there are lots of tired players in the squad. So I've made wholesale changes here. Booth comes back in at right back. Chino comes in at left back for Ander Quia. Actually, no. Ander Quia can come in for Chino, actually. Ander Quia is fully fit. Maka comes back into the team. He partners El Idrissi in the defence. Gonzalez will start here as the ball midfielder, not DM, actually. Along with Kone. Gula is attack midfield. You've got Rocher on the right, Edson on the left, and Koric up front. So, Edson, by the way, he's got 16 assists in the league this season. One more assist for him, and he matches the record for the Premier League, which is 17 from Buendia of Aston Villa. I'm pretty sure De Bruyne has got more than 17 assists in the league season in real life. Maybe I'm wrong, but 17 assists seems a little bit low for me. So maybe that is just the record since the game. So since 2023, maybe that is the record there. So I'm pretty sure De Bruyne has got more than 17 assists. I'm sure he got over 20 in one season. I'm sure he did. I'm sure Mesut Ozil got over 17 assists as well. But maybe I'm completely wrong. But anyway, final game of the season at home to Chelsea. A win here for us means a second place finish. Imagine if we were still in the title race at this point. What a game this would be now. What pressure this would be. The only team playing and we're still in the race for the title. But we're only in the race for second place, unfortunately. But at least we have the Carabao Cup and the Europa League to fall back on this season. And whatever happens here, it's been a very, very successful season. Chelsea have got much more to play for us than us, it has to be said. But I still want to finish in second place. Not been a great start to the game. Though we've got a corner now. Gula to take it. Cross it in. Macca's there. Get in there. Macca back in the heart of the defence now. And obviously, due to the corner setup, Macca is now attacking the near post. And already back a centre-back, he has scored from a corner. Lovely start to the game. That is ideally where I want to play Macca next season. Had to play him in DM the last few months of the season because Moreno got injured. And we haven't really got a suitable backup DM to Moreno, to be honest. So that is somewhere we need to strengthen in the summer, hopefully. And get Macca back in the defence. Been a terrible first half, this one, actually. Only seen one highlight, and that was the goal. We've got another highlight here, though. Gula to take a free kick. I can't remember the last time I saw a score a free kick. I'm legitimately saying it was a couple of seasons ago. It doesn't usually happen in FootballManager anymore. I remember the days when a free kick used to go in pretty much every single game, but it doesn't seem to happen anymore. Anyway, getting the ball away there. Is this going to be another cheap goal we're going to concede? No, because El Idrissi with amazing cover in there and a brilliant tackle. Now he's bringing the ball out of defence as well. Pass it to Kone. Lovely that from El Idrissi. Amazing. Showed what he's made of there. Anyway, Rocha's through on goal. Oh, what a heavy first touch from Rocha. Poor. Here's Eder Militao. How old is he now? Eder Militao. My word. Must be pushing 40. Oh, my word. Macca with a heavy first touch. But Andakui is there to cover and he kicks it long. And he's set for Edson. Is this a chance for him to get his 17th assist of the season and match the record? No, it's not. But Gonzalez fluffs his lines. Terrible effort from Gonzalez. Probably, or might be his final ever game for the club, Gonzalez, this one. Oh, wow. Just before half-time. Literally 27 seconds over the allotted time. And Gula's picked up an injury. Let's hope that is not too serious. Andre can come on. Well, half-time is 1-0, and you wouldn't think Chelsea are fighting for anything, would you? You'd think they was on the holidays already. 2 shots for them, and none on target. They've been absolutely terrible. Can we get a second goal here, though, and end this game? I say get a second goal and end the game. We were 2-0 up against Wolfsburg. We almost blew that, did we? But we didn't. We didn't. We won the Europa League, so happy days. Edson's having a good game, but he can't get his 17th assist, a joint record it would be. If he gets 2 assists, then obviously he'll break the record, but doesn't look like it's happening for him. You know, because I'm nice, I'm going to leave him on the pitch. I'm going to take off Rocha. I'm going to bring on Bruno for him, though. And Kone is knackered, isn't he? You know, Kone can come off. We'll bring Fafali on for him. Put Fafali at centre-back and put Macca back in the midfield again as the ball-winning fielder. 29 minutes to go. 1-0 in the game. Chelsea is still yet to have a shot on target in the match. At the moment, we're finishing in the league in second place. Which, of course, is not first place, but it's still better than third place, isn't it? You know what, final change of the game, I'm going to bring Chino on for Andaquia. Edson is knackered, but let's give him his chance to try and match the record and even beat the record for the assists for the season. That would be nice if he could do it. Anyway, Chelsea on with the ball now. First shot on target in the game and a goal in the game for Chelsea. That's a surprise, isn't it? Lovely that. What on earth? What on earth? They haven't been in the game at all game here today. But somehow they scored from 30 yards out. Misahoy, whoever else you pronounce his name. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Let's be honest, that's a lovely strike, but shouldn't be conceding from there. Terrible. Back on the highlight straight after that, though. Come on, get the win. Get second place at least. Come on, boys. Chino crosses it in. Bruno's there. He hits the bar. He goes over the... Stay on the highlight again. Straight back on the highlight from that kickoff. From the goal kick, shall I say. Edson gets the ball back. Don't think he's going to assist from there. Anyways, Koric, very deep, but he sets through Bruno. Bruno's got to be 2-1, man. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where on earth are you going? Where are you going, Bruno? My word. That was shocking from Bruno, that. Absolutely shocking. Well, 7 minutes to go. It's still 1-1 in the game. Bruno's giving the ball away to Mount as well. Still at Chelsea these days. Not at Chelsea in real life, though, is he? Man United now. Mr. Chelsea, apparently. Anyway, here's for Fally. To Maka. He got to be offside, didn't he? Terrible. Absolutely terrible. He wasn't offside, but absolutely terrible from Gonzalez, that. Absolute filth. I could have scored that opportunity. Well, it looks like we've fluffed it again on the final game of the season. We drew the game 1-1. Shocking. We should have won that game very, very comfortably. Absolutely battered Chelsea in the game. They had one shot on target in the match, 30 yards out, and they scored it. So we can't really blame anyone but ourselves here that we haven't secured second place. At least this is not battling out for the title, isn't it? Because otherwise this would be absolutely devastating. But fortunately for us, we already blew the title before this game, so we've only just blown second place, which of course isn't the biggest deal in the world, but I would have liked to finish second in the league. But oh well, Chelsea got, I think, Europa League football, was sixth in the league. Yeah, I think Europa League football, so good for them, I guess. But we're playing Champions League football next season still. We finished third in the league of 81 points. Well, it wasn't the ending we wanted, but all in all, when we look back, it's been a brilliant season. Our highest position in the league, third in the league, qualifying for next season's Champions League. Only 2 points off second place and 6 points off Man United on top at the end of the season. I think it's clear that we need to even improve next season if we're to win the title. We need to add, well, probably about 10 points to our points tally there to try and think about winning the title. Plus 53 goal difference is amazing. Did we get to 100 goals? No, 88 goals for the season. 35 goals conceded though, so defensively much better this season, much better. That is what's really fired us up into the top four. Obviously going forward has been great as well with 88 goals, so that is fantastic. All in all, can't complain too much about the league title. Seems like we just ran out of steam and lacked experience towards the end, but third in the league at the start of the season, I'd certainly take it. But obviously this season is all about the trophies. We've won the Carabao Cup and we've won the Europa League as well, so that is absolutely fantastic. Also, unfortunately, Coric did not get top goal scorer in the end. He finished one short of Sesko, so unfortunate for him. But he still got 31 goals for the season. Edson finished up as the highest assist maker with 16. Couldn't break the record though, unfortunately. And Bruno third in the list there as well. In terms of the players though, well, what a season it's been. First of all, Bruno, let's just put our hats off to him. What a season he's had. His first half of the season was godlike, has to be said. The second half of the season was just good or very good. But in the end, that gets an amazing season. So 49 games for Bruno, 27 goals and 15 assists. What a key player he's turned out to be for us. Really, really key. Only signed him as 18.75 million. His first season wasn't good enough. 6.79 in the league. But look at that jump up from this season. 15 goals and 12 assists in the league and a 7.32 average rating. He has been immense this season. He's a wanted man, wanted by a lot of clubs, but obviously he's not going anywhere. Also, Coric had a fantastic season, 42 goals for him in 55 games and 7 assists as well. I think he got 1 goal less than last season. Yeah, he did, so. But still, that's a fantastic record, isn't it? Last season, he got 32 goals in 32 league games. This season, he got 31 in 37, so not quite as prolific this season, although he did add goals in the Europa League this season. He got 10 goals in 12 games in the Europa League, 42 in total, where last season, he got 35 goals in total, so he's actually had a better goal scoring season this season in total, but a little bit worse in the Premier League. But all in all, he's been a fantastic striker for us. He's now worth 81 to 90 million. Got him down for another 5-year contract. So hopefully we'll see him for a long time to come. Still only 22 as well, so he might improve a little bit yet. So we'll see about that. Acosta as well. He had a great season. 11 goals and 9 assists with 7.21. Mr. Consistent Acosta. He went a little bit downhill last season, to be honest, with 6.9 average rating. But almost back to his best this season with 9 goals and 6 assists in the league and 11 goals and 9 assists in all competitions. Edson as well, what a season from him. I'd like if he added more goals to his games, to be honest. The fact that he's got 17 finishing and I play him as an inside forward, I'd expect him to get more goals, but unfortunately he does not. But what he does do is get plenty of assists. 50 games this season for him, only 9 goals, but 20 assists for Edson. So he's had a fantastic season as well, but as I said, it'd be nice to see him add some goals to his game. But really, if you look at that record, 7 goals and 16 assists in the league this season is quite crazy. He got 16 assists last season as well, so he matched his record from last season. Can he get even more next season? We shall see. Hopefully he can, but he's still a great player. He's still young as well, still only 22 years of age, so all my forward players are amazing and still young as well. Iliev, he's been a great player this season as well, gone under the radar. 4 goals and 10 assists from him in 41 games. He's had a great season. And the fact that we only signed him for 8.25 million as well makes it even sweeter. 8 assists for him in the league. He has been fantastic. Rocha has been very good when he's come in, to be honest. As I said, a great squad player to have. 11 goals and 14 assists for him. Gula, his first season here has been plagued by injuries, it has to be said. He picked up another one, out for 2 to 4 weeks, a sprained ankle ligament. So that is a problem, but hopefully next season it can be even better. Only 6 goals for him, but also 11 assists. And as I said, injury-plagued season, but hopefully next season he can be better. Chino has come on leaps and bounds this season. He's looking like a good left-back now, to be honest. Rivaling Andaquia for that number 1 position there. 3 goals and 7 assists from him. Kone, 6 goals, 8 assists. Great signing. Maka as well. He's been a great signing. Not the greatest average rating, but been a great signing as well. Lopez, great season as well. So not too many complaints about the players, to be honest. It's been a fantastic season, but obviously going forward, especially, has been absolutely insane. The forward players of the club, we really are blessed right now. But anyway, in terms of next season, guys, well, a bit of planning going on here. In terms of the goalkeeper situation, well, Lopez has come on leaps and bounds this season. He's still developing, as you can see there. Look at his shot stopping as well, by the way. Shot stopping is crazy. He's a great shot stopper. 18 one-on-ones and 17 reflexes. Still developing, as I said. 22 years of age, about to turn 23. He had a great season this season. Obviously, the first half of the season was much better as well, but he did pick up an injury, quite a serious injury, out for a fair few weeks. Since then, he come back. He hasn't been the same sort of player, but still had a great season. Massive jump up this season from last season, and unless I find a goalkeeper that's better than Lopez, who I can actually afford, there's no reason to think that we need to replace the goalkeeper this season. Bazunu is definitely a capable backup as well, so I'm quite happy with the goalkeeper situation, but I won't rule anything out, because if we do find better players than the players we already have, I'll be interested in trying to get them at the club. But goalkeeper, quite happy with that. The right back situation, well, 2 main right backs of the club are Booth and De Jong. Booth has developed quite nicely this season. He's also had a better season than the last 2 as well, so he's back on the right track. He's still relatively young as well, 23, almost 24, so he could still get even better yet. And also he's homegrown at the club, so I'm interested in keeping Booth around. 5 caps for England now, by the way, so he definitely is a good player, just need to show it more consistently. De Jong, on the other hand, though, he started off as my number 1 right back for the season, but Booth has pipped him to the post this season now. I am interested in selling Booth. He's wanted by PSG and Real Madrid, so we know those 2 aren't short of cash. And he's worth 43 to 58 million. He's a good player, but is he a world-class right back? I don't think so. So there's a right back that we can sign out there who's better than De Jong and get big money for him. I'm certainly interested in doing that. But obviously, we'll only sell him if we get the right bid and we can find a better replacement for him. Other than that, he's not leaving anywhere. So the goalkeeper and right back, could get a new goalkeeper and a new right back, but I have to sell one first and obviously find one who's better, so not a priority position for me. The left back situation, well, I think it's clear that we haven't got 2 amazing left backs in the club. We've got 2 good left backs in the club. Andaquia is 22 now. He hasn't really developed that nicely with us, to be honest. Physically, he's very good. 20 work rate is very nice. 18 stamina is very nice as well, but overall, going forward, I think I need a better left back than Andaquia, to be honest. The good news is, though, Chino has developed nicely this season. And if you actually compare him with Andaquia, there's not much difference in the 2 players. Not much difference at all. Andaquia is better physically, but take that out of the consideration here, I'd probably pick Chino over him. So Chino is not far away from being a better player than Andaquia in my opinion. So got a good little player here. Hopefully he can become homegrown at club in a season or 2 as well. That'd be very, very nice. And then we haven't got to rely on Andaquia so much. And when Chino becomes homegrown at the club, Andaquia might leave and I might bring in the left back. But as it stands with the homegrown status at the club, I'm not really looking to move any of these 2 on, to be honest. But we shall see what happens. Also, at Daleson, he could easily be moved to the left back, to be honest. They're saying it's his best role for the team. And I could be starting to agree now. So potentially he could be our number 1 left back going forward. But at the moment, I'm going to stick with him at centre back right now, I think. In terms of the centre back department, well, we've got El Idrissi and Maka, who are 2 class centre-backs, it has to be said. Very, very good. Obviously, look, El Idrissi here, especially defensively, he's outstanding. And Maka, overall, he's outstanding as well. And defensively, he's improved this season as well, which is great. So, two great centre-backs here. Really, really solid. I don't think we need a new centre-back to replace any one of those two. I don't think we'll find one, to be honest, which we can afford. For Fally, he's a wanted man. Obviously, he's got great versatility. He can play right-back, left-back or centre-back. And also, he's homegrown in England as well. So, I'm not looking to sell Fally. Although, if I can find a centre-back to replace him, who's homegrown at the club or in the nation, I might be tempted to sell him, to be honest. Daleson is not for sale either, so these three are definitely not for sale. But for Fally, we'll see what happens, but I still don't want to lose my homegrown players. Trying to build out as big as possible for the Champions League as well, especially. So don't want to lose any homegrown players, to be honest. In terms of the DM department, well, Maka has been playing the DM for about the last 3 or 4 months of the season with Moreno breaking his foot. But I want to put Maka back in the defence, to be honest. Maka and El Idrissi in the defence. I really like that partnership. Moreno is a good DM, but similar to Andaquia, he's not really developed in the last 2 seasons. He's kind of stalled, to be honest. And although he's a very good player still, and he could be a great squad player to have at the club, I'm trying to look for a new ball-winning fielder type player to battle out Moreno for that position. Kone loves going forward too much. Kieran Paul as well is obviously nowhere near good enough, so try and look for a new DM, to be honest, to battle out Moreno. Again, not interested in selling him because he's homegrown at the club. In terms of the Segundo Volante position, well, we've got Kone and Iliev. I don't know why Iliev's not popping up there, but Kone and Iliev, who can play there. Kone is 33 now, so we had to plan with life without him, that's for sure. Iliev's had a great season, but I'm quite happy with those two, to be honest. Although there's a player on my shortlist that I'll get into in a second. I'm looking to bring him. I'm desperate to bring him in. So he'll battle out those two as well for that position. So looking for another... Well, I'm looking to sign that player I'll mention in a minute. I'm also looking to sign one more midfielder as well to battle out Moreno. So who will I sell from the midfielders? Well, Gonzalez, he will leave. To be honest, I'm looking to move Gonzalez, and I don't think he's good enough anymore, to be honest. An important player. He is not an important player. So I'm looking to move Gonzalez on, and that should hopefully fund two more midfielders. In terms of the attacking midfield position, well, Costa finished the season with an injury, but he's still one of the main men at the club. Brilliant player. We've also got Andre as backup, so I'm pretty happy with that position. The right wing, well, we've got Bruno and Arda Güler on the right wing, so I think I'm pretty happy there. Bruno's been absolutely outstanding this season. Obviously, Arda Güler is a world-class player as well, so very happy there. In terms of the left wing, well, we've got Edson and we've got Nestor Rocha as well. He's tied down to a new contract again. Fairly happy with that. Although we're losing Guiri end of the season, obviously Pellegri's already left, so we're left with 5 forward options in the wing and the striker position, because obviously Koric has nailed down that forward position. So we need at least one more forward player to battle out Koric for up front, or a left wing. The possibilities are endless, really, because they can all play pretty much every position. So, but in terms of the players I want to bring in, though, these are the 2 players that are on my shortlist right now who I'm very interested in bringing in. The first one is a very exciting player. His name is Adam Helenda. His value has increased massively, by the way. Should have tried and signed him in January, but unfortunately didn't have the funds. He's a very good player. He's 3 stars, essentially 4.5 stars. You look at him here, he looks outstanding. And he's also only 18 years of age. He plays for Slavia Prague. He's already got 11 caps for Czech Republic. And he's very, very exciting. He's wanted by Arsenal, Man City, Tottenham, Wolves, Barcelona and Hertha Berlin. So I may have to move in quickly for him. And look at that. 20 passing for Helenda. You actually compare him with some of our players here. Compare him with Gonzalez. Well, 18 years of age. He's 8 years younger. Gonzalez is better in the air and better attacking, but Helenda is better technically and vision as well. So Helenda, in my opinion, is a better player and 8 years younger. Just shows you the difference there. Shows how good Helenda is. And also, you compare him with Iliev. Not much difference between the two as well. Obviously, look like a little bit different players, to be honest, but I'd probably pick Helenda overall over Iliev as well, due to his age, 4 years younger. So he is one player I'm desperate to sign. I might even try and make a bid for him now, to be honest. Just ask the agent about availability. Look at that. His value's gone down massively now. 8.2 to 12.5 million. I will make a bid for him of 11 million, I think. 11 million seems fair. Let's see what they say. No. You know what? 12.5 million. I'll make the offer for him. Hopefully they'll come back and accept it. Get him in quickly, because look at the teams interested in him. We've got to move quickly on him. And also, the other player I'm desperate to sign is Tom Hill. He's wanted by Sheffield United, Bayer Leverkusen and Hertha Berlin. He's 21 years of age. He's a striker who can also play on the right-hand side as well and attack midfield. As you can see here, he's a very, very good player. Look at his attributes here. 17 finishing, 17 dribbling. 16 technique, 16 first touch. He's great physically as well. Great natural fitness. Great off the ball. He's a very, very good player and still young. So he is one player I'm looking to sign as well. If you compare him with Koric, not much difference between the two. Koric, he'll get the nod over him for me because he's better in the air, a lot better in the air. But Tom Hill, you can see how good he can become and how good he is already. So he's another one I really want to sign. Let's ask the agent about him as well. We expect to start the majority of matches. Look at his wage demands though. See, I'm a little bit concerned about that. Alright, well, I'm not fully decided on Tom Hill. We'll come back to him at a later date, to be honest. But Helenda, I'll definitely try and sign. I'll try and see if I can get Hill to ease on his wage demands a little bit. But we shall see what happens. He's only on big wages, to be fair, 81k a week. But he is still my main man I want to sign as well, because at the moment on my shortlist, I haven't really got anyone else I'm too interested in right now in the forward option. So we shall see what happens. But anyway, guys, that is the end of the season. It's been a great season for us, it has to be said. Obviously, the league title, we could have won that at some point. We were top for, many weeks. Now looking back, it looks kind of disgusting, doesn't it? But the good news is, although we failed in the league towards the end, we won the Europa League on extra time over Wolfsburg, and we won the Carabao Cup 1-0 against Man City as well. So we've ended the season with 2 trophies, 4 trophies now in total at Portsmouth to go along with the Championship and the League One league titles. The next one to win is obviously the league title or the Champions League. We shall see. We're playing Champions League football next season for the first time. Hopefully we can strengthen the team. I'm looking for a new DM player. I'm looking for a new forward option as well. Hopefully we can get them, and I'll bring you back for the start of next season. Thanks again for watching, guys. Please remember that if you do like this video, hit that like button for me. And also, if you're new around here, do hit that subscribe button as well. It'd really help me out, and much appreciated as well. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.